Hey guys, welcome to today's video. My name is Tati. I am utterly in love and obsessed with makeup. Some might call it unhealthy. I call it just plain fun. If you have not hit that subscribe button, go ahead and do that. While you're at it, ring the bell. I upload all the time. Well, not as much as I used to. Maybe I shouldn't lead with that if I'm trying to get you to subscribe to my channel. Whatever. Let's play with some makeup, all right? Let's just do it. This is heavy. Oh my God. Oh my God, someone's not been working out. It's very apparent. So here we have the new Wet n Wild PR package, and I can't even count how many messages I was sent of you guys being like, photo focus, they have a new version, Tati, it's your favorite. You've talked about it 5,000 times, and I have. I've put it in so many favorites videos, best drugstore foundation videos, best of the year, just used it here, there, everywhere, and it is a phenomenal foundation. So I am so excited. There's a primer here as well. Kind of scares me, not gonna lie. I don't know why. I feel like primers, if you don't really get in the ingredients and are made aware of what you're slapping on that first layer, that you could potentially have some skin issues. Skincare does not have to cost a fortune, but it definitely is more expensive to really make a formula enriched with all of these great ingredients that are gonna be sensitive on the skin and effective. So I do know that much. This has castor oil. We have water, rose, flavor. What? It's the fragrance. Myrtilius leaf extract, chicory root extract, soybean oil. My skin hates soy. Really just does. Is there soy in this? Can I get a soy-free foundation? Can I get a gluten-free, soy-free, dairy-free foundation? These don't have soy. Water. I don't see soy. I'm very happy about that. Woo! Okay, so I am not gonna prime with this one just because I know myself well enough, and I hope that you guys don't think that I should try things even if I know like it's not for me, you know? All right, class, the newest innovation to the cult favorite Photo Focus franchise, Dewy Foundation, a weightless, super nourishing foundation that delivers natural all-day wear, silky and creamy coverage, is easily buildable from medium to full. Love that. Ideal for normal to dry skin types. This is moisturizing, it's seamless, it blurs, helps minimize the appearance of pores. This is gluten-free, talc-free, amen. It's a vegan formula, 20 shades, and we just need to get going. It's $6.49 on the Wet n Wild site itself. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna prime my face with some moisturizer first. I've been doing the Charlotte Tilbury thing. I know that this is a drugstore video, but I'm just gonna go for it because it's right here. This is like the Charlotte way. And ever since she came over, I don't not do this. Like every day, I'm like this. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go in with my Blendiful first to do my blurring priming with my Tarte Pore Blurring, Pore Filling, Super Duper Primer. And then what I want to do is actually do half of my face with a beauty blender and half of my face with the Blendiful. And this is not a competition. This is actually to show you guys that you can use different tools and get a great result. And you don't have to feel limited to just this. You don't have to feel limited to just this. I don't want you guys to think that all of a sudden, because I came out with the Blendiful, that I will never use a beauty blender again, because that's just not the case. I'm such a fan of the brand and of the product. I just love makeup, you know? I like trying it all. If something works, yay. I'm not team A, B, C, D, E. Classic beige is nice. I'm gonna go ahead and use the shade Classic Beige. This is a shade that I have used in the past, so I'm comfortable with that. It's a little tiny bit dark for me, maybe a tiny bit. And just because I have it right in front of me, I am gonna use the shade Buff Bisque just to add like a touch of lightness. You don't need to do this. They do have 20 shades. It's a pretty decent shade range. The color does oxidize a little bit. Now, as far as the scent of this one, and I am first gonna go in with my Blendiful just on this side over here. The scent on this one is like, it still stinks, but it feels like they added some fragrance. So, like someone knew that something was like, oh, you know, but it's not a deal breaker. I like the way this makeup performs so much. It's so fresh and light on the skin. The original, I have yet to give my final, thoughts, opinions on this one. But if it's anything like the original, I think I really will like it because it's just a beautiful, natural finish, lightweight. It's just a nice foundation. It doesn't look thick or crunchy or weird. It just is nice. Okay, so we're only gonna do half the face with the Blendiful. I'm gonna get a little more here. You guys know I like to kind of whisk it on the face, wipe it on the face first, and then I go back in and kind of pounce the puff over where I laid down color. So you get this very long wearing, natural finish, like best of both. It's very evened out. I'm gonna keep saying this just because I wanna be as helpful as I can with this product. You guys, if you use liquids with the Blendiful, I am urging you to wash it right after use, or at least run it under water. If you don't have time to do the full thing, just run it under water so that it's wet, so that this does not dry into the Blendiful itself. It will still clean. If you're just using one and done, just wash it by hand, is my suggestion. We are ready to go in with a very beautiful neon beauty blender. I'm gonna stamp into the exact same mixture here on my palette, and we're gonna go in. It's so weird because I'm so used to not using something that is damp anymore. This does initially make the skin feel like, ooh, it's like super hydrated. So I agree with you guys. Some people are like, ooh, the Blendiful makes my makeup too matte. And I hear you. I just like the long wear aspect of it, of using creams with it, but you don't have to use it for creams if you don't like it. You don't have to use it at all if you don't like it, But I just like the finish and the amount of coverage I get really quickly. So you can see, like, this side definitely is more covered than this side, but everybody wants something different from their makeup, And that's totally okay. Okay, so you can definitely see, I want you to visually see, and it'll dry down. We're gonna powder this product. But this side right here, the Blendiful side, is more mattified. It's still dewy because this is like a dewy product, has a luminous finish. This side is much more luminous. Like, it is, like, that hydration from the water is there. Okay, so we're gonna now go in with some concealer and powder. And I'm just gonna speed on through this and be right back. I'm gonna go ahead and say that I'm very, very, very pleased, not only with how my skin looks, but how it feels. And that is why I really love this foundation. There are so many wins about it, being that it is vegan, talc-free, gluten-free. Hello, I love that. This one is soy-free, according to what I was able to pile through with all the dimethicones reading the label. It looks like a good formula overall. The price is right. The blendability is right. It's a little bit more luminous than the original. There's not that much of a difference though. The scent is slightly improved or masked. It feels like it has a little bit of a fragrance to it, where I think the original was fragrance-free, which is less irritating on your skin, but you might feel like, you know, like it's just not pleasant. This is a little bit more pleasant. A little bit, but it doesn't really bug me that much. I've mentioned that over and over again. I will say I like how comfortable this is. It does not feel heavy, sticky, drying, slick, greasy, pilly. I just like an effortless feeling, if that makes sense. And this is giving it to me. I do really like it. So I'm gonna go about my day. We are doing a full wear test. I'm gonna show you guys close-ups and all of that good stuff. So I'm gonna see you guys in a few hours. P.S. really quickly, I do wanna mention I am wearing a new L'Oreal lip number right here, and the color's so pretty. I'm sure you guys are gonna ask about it. This is the shade Desired, a little bit drying, but gorgeous formula. I'm like loving this. The color is so perfect. It feels like nothing. Am I even wearing makeup today? I mean, it feels like nothing. It feels so good. All right, you guys, I'm excited about my look. I'm gonna go enjoy the rest of the sunshine and check in with you all in a little bit. Hello, we meet again. I have been in the studio for hours. I don't even know how it's been hours, you guys, but it has. And the sun is going down and I was like, oh, let me step outside. This foundation is pretty great. Like, I feel natural, but covered, luminous, but not overly oil drenched. I don't know, it doesn't feel oily. It definitely looks much more dewy than I normally go for. I like how it feels. I like how it's wearing. It's been on for like 4.5 hours at this point. I definitely will continue checking in with you all as the evening progresses, but nothing's breaking apart. It doesn't look crunchy, bunchy, overly heavy, or overly dewy. Either way, it just looks really soft and fresh, and so far so good. You guys, it is super crazy late right now. It is 1:20 in the morning. How does that even happen? I'm not even sure, but it happened. I do want to say that my makeup is totally falling apart at this moment, but that's okay because I've had it on my face for hours and hours and hours and hours. And for the majority of the day, I was really, really happy with it. It started definitely blotching quite a bit. It's not looking as great as it did earlier, but majority of the day, my face looked very luminous, very flawless, and not heavy, which I really, really enjoy. I did film other stuff today, so I put on a little liner, different eye makeup. That did change. The lip stayed the same, but faded. But it didn't dry my lips out as much as I anticipated, so that's a good win. And I definitely will wear this makeup again. I did really like it. It's super similar to the original formula, just slightly more luminous, so I definitely was a little more shiny, maybe than I would personally like, so I still prefer for my skin type the original formula. But if you have drier skin, you're gonna love this. So good job, Wet n Wild. I totally love this. I think it's great. I think the price is right. There are so many good things about it. Kind of smells, we talked about that, but whatever is what it is. It's not super long wearing, but it is pretty long wearing. I would say up until about like 9 o'clock, it was super good. And then everything kind of took a nosedive. So I'm gonna wash my face, go to bed, but I hope you guys enjoyed this wear test. And if you did, go ahead and hit the thumbs up button. Be sure to subscribe, ring the bell so that you are notified of my upcoming videos. And thanks so much for hanging out with me and watching. I love you guys, and I will see you in my next video. Mwah.